Good day, students. On this clip, we're going to go over how to find the amplitude and period of trigonometric functions, okay? So let's take a look at these two examples, then we're going to try out some classwork problems. So it says find the period and amplitude of the given function. So how do you find the period? What you do, either you go from center going up to center going up on the same vertical line, or you can go from center going down to center going down. You can do that. You can go from max to max, or you can go from min to min. Okay, so these are the different ways you can find the period of a function. All right, so in this problem number one, let me pick the center right here. This is a 0. This falls on the coordinate system. So I'm going to go center. What direction is it going? It's going up. If you had an ant, this is the direction of the graph. If you had an ant walking up and down this hill, at this point, you're at the center and you're going up, okay? Just to make it clearer, let's label it. So this right here is max. This is the center. And this right here is the minimum, okay? So we have minimum, center, and that's the maximum, okay? So at this point we're at the center, and since we're going left to right, at this point we're going up. Is this a complete period? No, because you're going down back here. It's the center going up all the way to center, and you're going up also. So center going up to center going up, this length right here is your period. So how long is it from here to here? Every box is 0.5, so go 0.5 and 1. So in this problem, your period equals 1 unit, okay? Because it's basically the distance from this 0 right here all the way to that one right there. That's your period. All right, now if I wanted to do max to max, for example, so from here to here, it would be difficult because I don't know what the number is in the center. So you want to use something that's nice, okay? If I wanted to go center going down to center going down, right here it will be from 0.5. If I did center going down to center going down, it's going to be the same thing, right? Because 0.5 to 0.5 is 1 unit. So your answer, your period here, is just 1. All right, let's try another example. Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2, let's find the period of this one. So remember the rules. Center going up to center going up, center going down to center going down, max to max, or min to min, okay? So this is our maximum, this is our center, and this is our minimum, okay? All right, so let's move that down just a little bit so it's right over the line. No selection there. Okay, so this is max, center, and min. We're looking for the period, all right? So if we look at the y coordinate right here, we notice that we're at the max. This is a maximum, okay? This is a max, so I can go max to max, right? If I go from max to the next maximum right here, this length right here is your period for max to max. So how long is it? This is 0. 0 from here to here is how long? How many units is it from 0 to that maximum right there? From there to there, we can look at the calibration of our y-axis. 0 to there is simply 0.5. So for this one, our period, what's our period here? Our period is 0.5. Okay? Is there another way we could have done this? Yes, we could have gone uh, from this max here to that max right there, or this min to this min. But if we're using min, I don't have a number here, so that makes it difficult to do. So your answer here, center going max to max works here, so that is our final result. All right, now we're going to use this approach to try out some problems. All right, welcome back, students. Now we're going to use these two graphs that we have to basically to find the exact values of the four and truth functions that we have right here. And then you can verify your answers with your calculators, okay? So we're going to start out with sine pi over 2. So this is the sine function right here. Put it on your sheet. Y is equal to sine x, and this one down here is a cosine function. All right, so it says sine of pi over 2. So sine of pi over 2 means we're going to use the first function because this is sine. What we're going to do is we're going to go from number to graph to y. Number to graph to y, okay? So the number we're starting on the x-axis is pi over 2. So we're going to start from pi over 2. Pi over 2 to the graph to the y. So if I start from pi over 2, I go to the graph. Boom, straight there. If I went down, I won't hit the graph. So you either go up or down, right? If I went down, there's no graph here, so that's why I'm going up. And then straight to my y-axis. And my answer is 1. So sine of pi over 2 equals 1. All right, let's check if our answer is correct. First thing we have to do is put the mode of our calculator in radians, since we're dealing with radians here. So, turn your calculators. Where is mine? Let's give it a minute. All right, there you have it. So sine of pi over 2. Let me do the mode business first. So mode, make sure radian is selected here. Press mode, go down twice to radian. Enter, enter. Answer 1. Our answer is correct. Okay? All right, let's go on to cosine pi. Cosine pi, what graph are we going to use? This is a sine one, no, so we're going to use a cosine one, which is the one on the bottom here. Cosine pi, we're going to go from number to the graph to the y. All right, so we're starting from pi on the x-axis, this one right here. Do I go up or down? If I go up, I'm not going to hit the graph. The graph is below, right? So in order to hit the graph, I need to go straight down. If I go straight down, I hit the graph right here. Number to graph, and then graph to the y. That's my outputs there, which is -1, and that is my answer. So cosine pi equals -1. All right, let's check to see if our answer is correct. Cosine pi, answer is -1. Excellent. Now moving along, let's take a look at number 3. For number 3, we have sine of -2 pi. So for that one, we just need to find the graph and then the correct x value. Since this is sine, we're going to use the top one, okay? So this is positive 2 pi, this is -2 pi right here. So this is the number. Are we going to go up or down, or are we going to stay? We are already on the graph. Since we're already on the graph, we can't go up or down, or else we're going to get lost. We're going to go up the graph. Since we're already on the graph, we're simply going to go straight to your y. Boom, like that. What is between 1 and -1? Dead center, 0, right? So our answer right here equals 0. All right? Let me put these ones back. This one was -1, this one was 1. All right, so our answer here is 0. Let's verify with a calculator. Sine of -2 pi. Answer is 0. Okay, so our answer is good. All right, now let's move on to number 4. Sine of 10 pi. So this one is 1, -1, 0. All right, let's do sine of 10 pi. So for sine of 10 pi, if it's this is a trick right here for this one. If it's odd, you simply use pi. If it's even, you use 2 pi. All right? And then the signs go too. So if it's negative odd, you use negative pi. If it's negative even, you use -2 pi. You use -2 pi to do your graph to, you do your x to graph to y, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this number. This number is even, right? So since it's even, 10 pi is simply going to become sine of 2 pi, all right? So what is sine of 2 pi? This is 2 pi right here. We're going to go graph. Are we going to go up or down? or stay. We're gonna stay because we're already on the graph. So just simply trace it to your y-axis. And trace it to your y-axis. Your answer is dead center. Answer is 0. Okay? So the answer for this one is simply 0 because 10 pi and 2 pi are coterminal angles. Now how about this one? Cosine negative 1002 pi. Is this odd or even? Since it's odd, since it's even, it's simply going to be cosine of negative 2 pi. Alright, remember, if it's even, you use the 2 pi. If it's odd, you use pi. So what is cosine of negative 2 pi? We're going to use the bottom graph here because this is a cosine graph. We're going to start from the graph, trace it up, close enough, let me use the other. So that's graph, up or down, we're going to go up because the graph is up there. Graph to y, to the graph, x to the graph to the y. So your final answer is going to be 1. Okay? So the answer here is 1. So sine of, so this one is simply going to be 1. Alright, let's check these two with our calculators and see if they are right or wrong. Sine of 10 pi. Sine of 10 pi is 0, good. And then cosine of negative 1002 pi is 1. Excellent, we're looking good. Alright, sine of 105. How do you do sine of 105? Since 105 is odd, this is simply going to be sine of pi because pi is odd. So sine of pi. And sine of pi, we're going to go here. This is a sine graph, this graph right here. Starting with the sine, this is pi. Up, down, and stay, we're going to stay, right? And it was simply trace it because we're already on the graph, we don't go anywhere. Trace it to the y-axis, the answer is 0. So sine of pi equals 0. Okay? Alright, moving along. Cosine 77 over 2, all we just do is we divide this out. What is 77 divided by 2? If I divide 77 divided by 2, I'm going to have 2 goes into 7 3 times, and then 3 goes into 17 8 times. 38 and a half. Okay, so this one is going to be, you can verify if you want, 77 divided by 2 is 38 and a half. So this one is going to be an even and then some. Okay, so what is this going to be? Since this number here is even, it's going to simply become cosine of, and 38 becomes 2 pi, and then we still have that 1/2 pi there. Alright, so let's do that. So we're going to go to our cosine graph. Where is 2 pi? 2 pi is right here, right? But it says go 1/2 pi more. So if we're going to go, we're just going to extend the graph, okay? Everybody extend your graph a little bit down to here. So right here is 1/2, okay? So this is the point that we're looking for right here. Alright, so this is the point. So since the point is already on the graph, do we go up, down, or stay? Since it's already on the graph, we stay, and then we just trace our way down to the y-axis right here, and that's that. Okay? So we trace it to the y-axis, what's the answer going to be? It's going to become 0, because that's what's between them. So the answer here is 0. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the classwork for today. Thanks for paying attention to this.